Okay, you guys hear me now? Anything? Okay, you guys hear me now? There we go. There we go. Okay, sorry. Yeah, it was a box that was unchecked inside of the. It was a box that was unchecked inside of the actual audio settings, the advanced audio settings of Streamlabs. Sorry about that, guys. The mic was on. I was getting feedback, but it wasn't. It was only taking the. It was only pumping it into the recording, not the actual live stream itself. So we're back. We're good. We've got a live. It's alive. We've got audio. Yeah. So Solana was pumping earlier. We'll pull up the charts here in a second and look at all of that. So if you guys missed the spiel earlier, sorry. I've got a whole lot. I've got text coming in continuously. I got some family stuff going on here. But yeah, everything is going to move. Everything is starting to move again. I'm hoping everything starts breaking out. I was talking to a buddy of mine earlier. I had to go pick my son up from a sleepover. I had to go pick my son up from a sleepover, and one of our earlier investors, I was talking to him, and he's super stoked. He's like, it's amazing that the coin is doing what it's doing, and I mean, I'm paraphrasing, but yeah, I mean, we kind of just had the conversation about like, the whole secure the supply and how we're just different, man. We're just different across the board. I don't know what we've done differently so well, I should say. I don't know what we've done so well with this coin. But we absolutely killed it. We've absolutely killed it with this coin. And you're not going to find a better meme coin on the market. So let me do here. Boo. I'm thinking about boost this. What do you think? Yeah. Yeah, so we're absolutely killing it in ways that everyone else is not. Okay, we just are, and it's nothing short. I'm not gonna say it's sort of a miracle. It's basically, this is the example, or this is the end result. Okay, of hard work. It's the end result of people doing what we said we were going to do from the very beginning, which was buy, hold, don't sell, don't jeet. Everything, no rug pulls, no pump and dumps. We have built a community that was gnarly, and we're doing things that have never been done in crypto before. And I know there's a lot of people out there. They're like, "Oh, we have a very strong community." Yeah, you do. That's great. I'm very proud of you for having a strong community. But what your community has never done is motivated itself and initiated itself. Or initiated a mission like the Secure the Supply Fund drive that we did, and I'm sorry, like it's a one of a kind thing. If you're in crypto, if you guys have been in crypto for any amount of time, that's great. I'm sure you would agree with us. You will never see a crypto community like the one we have here today. We're moving on. We got about 70 million tokens left in the exchange. 70 million left in the exchange. You've got Solana. Hopefully, Bitcoin and Solana and the entire crypto market is making an upturn, okay, or an uptick. We're getting that reversal that we need. We're going to start heading into a parabolic summer. That would be awesome. I won't lie though. I mean, based on the timeline, the predicted timeline for the end of the crypto market cycle was going to be October to December, right? So we could see a few more months of just red markets, even if they're just trading sideways, even if it's just like a crazy accumulation phase. I still think we're in for a few more red months. I just do. Even if we do go green, it would be slight greens. It's nothing parabolic yet. Hopefully I'm wrong. That'd be great. Wouldn't it be great to have a super cycle where it peaks and just screams for like a few months at like these ultra high prices? That would be dope. I would love to see it. We've got a lot of variables. I've mentioned this in other live streams. We have a lot of variables that have never been at play in this crypto market cycle, such as the ETFs. We have the ETFs. You have the U.S. government getting involved with cryptocurrency and the strategic reserve. That in itself is going to bring new blood to the markets. And that's going to bring new blood to the markets in the form of other countries, because other countries are going to want to get involved, right? So if the U.S. is building this massive strategic crypto reserve, I see China either trying to tank they're going to try to tank the price. Okay, they've done it before, or I can see in the long run you will have a lot of the smaller countries, a lot of, I'm going to say poorer countries, but you're going to have a lot of the countries that aren't really superpowers jumping on board. Okay? And they're going to want to get in on cryptocurrency the same way everybody else has. They're going to want to do the same things, everything everybody else is doing. And they're actually going to position themselves, I think, a lot better financially. Especially like if you have countries out there, like I know there's some sub-Saharan African countries. There are some in the Far East that are very poor countries, okay? But their economy just sucks. And if they start loading up on crypto now, they can reverse that for themselves. And it's just like we're doing. It's like buying and selling here, right? But they can build up their own reserve and actually create countries with wealth, like the United States, which is the greatest country on the planet, right? So, but as this happens, guys, you're going to have so much money pouring into the markets. You're going to see Bitcoin screaming. You're going to see Solana screaming. We're attached to Solana, so you're going to see Dark Knight Barons screaming north. This may be a cycle like we've never seen before. This may be something that completely takes the entire world off guard. The people who are in cryptocurrency are going to the people that are in cryptocurrency are like right now, the early adopters, we're going to be rewarded. Okay, we are the people, we are the early investors of, like, when you look at the internet, when you look at personal computing, when you look at the automobile, all of these things, we are the first ones. Okay, we are just like those people that bought in on the very first days and said, hey, I see something different coming. Okay, because for a long time, here's the thing, this is the thing, people look at money and they're like, well, we've always used paper money. I work with a guy in my office that will never buy a single cryptocurrency because he refuses to believe that the US dollar can't die. Okay? That's a lie. Okay? It's paper money that is backed by nothing but the promises of a government that people have really lost their confidence in. And it just keeps making more every day. Just keep making more every day. But the thing is, he's like, well, money you can hold. And this is my number one argument. When someone tries to come at you with the whole, well, you can hold money, ask them this. If they have a direct deposit for their paycheck, which most of us do, ask them on payday, do they get a picture? Do they get like a picture when they log into their bank account? Is it like a photograph of a bunch of dollar bills stacked on top of each other? Or is it a digital representation of the money that's owed to the bank from your employer to pay you for the job that you've done? It's a digital representation. That's all it is, okay? And cryptocurrency is a lot more than that, but I'm just saying, people want to talk about money as something you can hold. Well, that's great. That money's a digital representation in a machine until you go to an ATM and take it out. Guess what? Cryptocurrency is a digital representation of money that's continuously growing at this point in time, that once you cash it out and go to an ATM, you can get physical money for. That argument does not fly with me. That argument will not stand with me. But the problem is, though, just like the people, going back to the automobile, just like there were people that were like, those automobiles, you'll never replace the good old-fashioned horse and buggy. You'll never replace the mule-driven plow. Okay, well, yeah, within 20 years, when you had early versions of semi-trucks, hauling goods all the way across the country, you're not going to get that out of a carriage, horse and carriage. Not going to happen. Okay. When you've got tractors out there plowing up the land, guess whose farmer is making more money? Yeah, the guy who can plow his entire field in one day, not the guy that's dragging a mule. Okay. Those early adopters, okay, the people who see the future, get rewarded. That's the way it will always work. Okay. Keep a weathered eye on the horizon for whatever new thing is coming, because that's where your money's going to be made. That's where your money's going to be found. Right now, it's cryptocurrency. Period. I don't care what anybody says. You can bring any Luddite in here that wants to argue with me over the validity of cryptocurrency, and I will debate the hell out of them all day long, because I'm telling you right now, Web3, blockchain, everything that involves is the future of everything we're going to do. The internet, when the internet gets replaced with Web3, it's not going to look any different than it does today, but your code's going to be more secure, your web pages will be more secure, they'll be built in the blockchain, things will be a lot different. All that said, okay, you're still very early to the game. I've always said this is not a get-rich-quick sort of a thing. The DKB was never meant to be a get-rich-quick scheme. It was never meant to be a pump and dump. It was never meant to be a rug pull. It was meant to be an investment vehicle for people who did not know about crypto, people who didn't have a lot of money to get involved, people who wanted to turn $5 into a couple thousand. That's where we are, okay? And now, honestly, if you got in on the first few days, that $5 could be worth a lot more, because again, we've done things here that have never been done in crypto before. So let's look at, would it be a good idea to boost and secure the supply? What do you mean by boost and secure the supply? Yeah, I just went to boost. I was going to actually boost this live to get more views, but it's giving me crap. It won't let me. It won't let me. It's refusing to open the pop-up window for me to confirm that I want to pay for the boost. I was going to boost the live to get some more people in here tonight, but it's also a Sunday night. I'm not going to keep you guys overly. Thanks, bud. Appreciate you, man. As always, guys, I'm always looking for co-hosts and guests. I've been talking to Boost the Live. Oh, gotcha. I was talking to Crypto Granny this week. I know some things went down with Bougie Coin, and so I kind of talked to her about some things because I wanted to ask her some questions about everything that went down. So she's been really cool. I'd love to get her on the show. I know there are a few different people, like crypto personalities, I would like to share this space with. And I think going forward, I'm going to definitely start putting out some feelers. Get some new people in here. We'll do some interview stuff. We'll do some talks back and forth. Some really good conversations. I know we did a couple of phone interviews with like the Patriotic Barbie and Jimmy Levy and folks like that. So we're going to keep that up. We're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep doing awesome things to grow this community, to grow this coin, and to really build something special. Well, we've already built something special. Now it's just a matter of everybody else finding out about it. So if you guys want to, we can go to the charts and see what the charts are doing. Okay, cool. What has happened to my chat? What is that about? Here, hold on a second. Wait, hold on. There we go. We'll put the chat window right there. That did not look right at all. All right, so I got Let me go to my scenes, and we will kick over to that. And F11, thank you. All right, so this is us right now on the short term. This is between roughly, what is this? It's a couple days. Let's go to the 1 day. All right, so this is us over the course of the last day. This was last night, bleeding over into today. We've done well. We have done well today. It's not a bad chart at all to look at. Zooming out a little bit here. We're on an uptrend. We're fighting against. Good Lord, what just happened? Those are some beautiful green. Look at this wall of green, guy. Oh my Lord, I love to see it. Walls of green, just pouring in. This is ours. Make sure I'm not on the wrong ticker before I get everybody excited. Yeah, some great buys coming in. Love to see it. Love to see it. I'm not sure. Did you guys do a $5 challenge? It looks like a $5 challenge went down in the Telegram when I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, so as of right now, based on the trend that we see here, we can draw something up from this low all the way up through these little bottom peaks there, and that's kind of like what we're looking at. It would be great to keep this going. Dude, I put this out, dude, anybody that would like to join in and talk, I would love to have you, like dead ass. Like you guys can jump in here and say, I mean, keep it clean, but talk about whatever you want. If you guys want to get on there and have discussions about DKB, it makes the world easier on me. It makes it easier for me to not have to keep coming up with things to talk about. We can just have conversations. So, so this is where we're at right here. Looking at this is us against the US dollar. Let's look at us against against Solana. Still, guys. Okay, so look, a little bit of trading a little bit more to the right now against Solana, but Solana is also making an uptick. Okay. That could be helping to fuel our own little move here, but we have some good buys coming in. That's another big thing right there. So so we're still crushing it against Solana. Let's look at the Solana charts because it was pumping a little bit ago, like someone said. Get in there. So yeah, they had again green, beautiful greens, right? It looks like our chart is affecting the Solana chart at this point. Let's see how that looks over the last day. Oh my Lord. Okay, so it's a 15-minute. Oh, it's a 1-minute chart. Let's go to the 15-minute. There we go. Yeah, so that is that Solana's looking good. I'm happy. Let it keep growing. Okay, go back up to $200, $250, $300, $500. So we got this going on, and then we'll do open live. Let's start that tomorrow because I'm probably gonna have. I got some stuff happening right now. I'm gonna have to log out. Not right now. I'm gonna give it probably about another 30 minutes. I think. I'm not gonna be able to do a super long live tonight. I'd love to do tomorrow night. We can just dedicate the entire live to the community coming on and talking. I would love that. But yes, okay. I'm excited. I like what's happening here. I'm killer with this. Yeah. So tomorrow night, guys, mark your calendars. We're doing an open live tomorrow to get all of the people. It's gonna be a community chat live. We're all gonna hang out together. We'll get up in the chat and anybody that wants to talk about their experiences, anything that they get, anything you want to put out there. Everybody loves to hear it. This is the stuff that people pay attention to. I can sit here and talk all day as a dev, okay, but it's no different than someone trying to tell you, yes, I've made something amazing. But when you have people that actually own the amazing thing, the people who are responsible for making it amazing, those are the people want to hear from. So I'm stoked. Yeah, if you guys want to come in here and talk on the live, dude, you're more than welcome. More than welcome. I would love to have it. Heck yeah. But like I said, I think we're gonna do a little bit more of an abbreviated live stream tonight. It's a Sunday night. Everybody's gonna work tomorrow, and then I gotta handle some stuff offline. So something. The second I went live, man, my text just started lighting up, and I'm like, okay. But family comes first. Gotta handle these things. So what else do we have going on? So that's what the charts look like right now. I didn't look at the BTC chart. Probably should have. Let me look at it really quick. I won't share it with you guys. You don't need to see it. You guys can look it up. Yeah, so Bitcoin's turning up into a green as well. Again, this is the problem, guys. Like, we're still around 86,000 for Bitcoin right now. I think it reached around 86.3 is what it's looking like, around 86.5, somewhere around there. But you got a lot of people are still just liquidated. They're selling for $80, $50, or $500, $900 on Bitcoin. This is on Bitcoin, and it's like I don't know why people are taking such small profits. $2,000. They're still taking small profits as Bitcoin's going up, pretending like it's not. At any point in time, it could not reverse. Okay, these are not the times to be playing the. These are not the times to be playing the will it keep going up game. I think we've been in a bear trap for so long. We've been in a bear trap for so long that, to me, I would almost be weary at this point, like leery of what's going on, because it's one of those things where it's like you might legitimately sell for 2K. Well, guess what? Your 2K is not going to buy the same amount you sold for, because now the price is still going up. It's what we've done. It's what we've done with DKB, right? When the guys try to cheat on us, and we eat up the red candles. Now they got to buy in at a higher price. It's the exact same thing. Eventually, Bitcoin is going to reverse with so much force. They're not going to be able to get back in there. They're going to lose money if they keep selling like that. So it's again, those are the moments we're watching for, though. I don't care about those guys. Let them get screwed. I don't care. Okay, I just want Bitcoin to do what Bitcoin's supposed to do. I want Bitcoin to scream into the atmosphere like everyone's predicting it's going to do. One guy put out, I saw a prediction the other day, based on solid math. It was on Twitter. His peak prediction was 440,000 from where we are, and that's with all these new variables and factors taken into place. And again, I've always said I'm not the best with math. I can do math, but I don't do the complex math. It's not that I don't know it. I just have never learned it, and I never took. Maybe I should take the time. But it's just that math numbers just don't, and they don't inspire me unless they have a dollar sign in front of them. But anyway, yeah. So this guy was pumping out. He was saying it was 440,000 was his top guesstimate for Bitcoin. Now I'm gonna tell you guys, this is the thing. When Bitcoin drops, when it does its 80 to 90% little dive at the end of this market cycle, everybody needs to be poised. Okay. Everybody needs to be poised with their profits. Okay, now we're talking the end of the market cycle. Okay, this is long after everything is peaked, everything is calming down, everything's going to sleep. This is sometime in like mid to late 2026. That is going to be the time that you're going to watch the Bitcoin price like a hawk. When the world is not talking about Bitcoin, is the time you should be looking at Bitcoin. because then when that reversal happens, okay, it's going to hit a bottom and then it's going to start moving up from there. And the bottom is where you want to get in, because if it hits 440, okay, if it hits 440, I'm going to go with this guy's prediction. Okay, this is dubious. If we go with this guy's prediction and it hits 440 this cycle, there is a very great chance it's going to hit $1 million next cycle. So for every Bitcoin you buy, when it drops down to 60,000, for every Bitcoin you buy, you could be looking at millions per coin going into the next market cycle. So that's exciting. And again, guys, that's why DKB exists, right? We buy now, we ride this. You ride with us through this market cycle. Okay, we all ride together through this thing. We hold our coins, we ride together, and we make extreme profit. Okay, I can't promise you legally that we're going to make anything. We make extreme profit. That's the money. That's the money you use a year and a half from now to buy the Bitcoin when it gets down to the new all-time low. Okay, or it's a higher low. Either way, when it bottoms, when we see the Bitcoin bottom. And that's what we've said, guys. If you've been here since day one, every live stream, I've always said this. Like, it's a matter of making the money that you can invest in other coins later on that are going to make you money for the rest of your life. If you don't have enough DK, let's say you're coming in with $5, $10, $20, and that's all you've got, okay? Let's say your dollar cost averaging in for $20 a month, something like that, okay? You may not accrue enough coins that even if we hit $10, you may not become a millionaire. There's nothing wrong with that. You're still increasing your financial status. You're still building that nice little war chest behind you that you can take and put into something for the next crypto market cycle. And that's the key, guys. And also, by the time you guys get to the next market cycle, if this is your first cycle in crypto, by the time we get there, you're going to be so knowledgeable about everything that I know, that Kevin knows, that James knows, that everyone knows about crypto that you've learned from the Telegram. You guys are going to be making trades and making purchases and making buys and doing research like a pro. You're going to be locked in. You will at that point in time, guys. You will have already changed your entire financial future. Like you're done. Like that. You may have to put in one more market cycle, but that's it. Like you're good. You're locked in. Just don't go squander all your profits, because then you'll be right back where you started next cycle. Make sure you're investing in new things come next cycle. But for the time being, we buy, we hold. We buy and we hold DKB, boys, because if you want to get to that next level, you got to start somewhere. Again, meme coins is where it's at. Meme coins is where people get started. Okay, meme coins that go viral make people millionaires overnight. That's the truth. This is not an overnight millions sort of a deal. Okay, but that's what happens. That's what you find. So you guys, I want you guys to definitely stay locked in. Stay locked in. Oh, there it is. All right, stay locked in with us, with each other, with the community. We grow together, we buy together, we hold together, we DCA together, and we're all going to great places in the future. And I think that's again, I drive this home every time I go live. The community is the value. The coin is here, and it gives us something to rally behind. And the coin's going to make money over time, but the community itself. Hey, Flying Trader, what's going on, man? The community itself is where the value is in this coin. When people say what makes it valuable, the community. Period. You're not going to find a better community in crypto, and that is the truth. Again, guys, once we start printing green candles, I'm excited, because once we start printing these green candles, it's going to get very stupid very quickly. It's going to be awesome, and you're going to be like, "This isn't really happening." And I'm like, "Yes, it's really happening." And that's the thing. It's one of those deals where it doesn't shock. It shocks you, but it doesn't, because like for people like us, like people like me and Kevin and anybody else who's in the chat that's been through a market cycle. We've seen the numbers, okay? We've seen the numbers that can happen in no time. And you're like, what is going on right now? Okay, even with our coin, that was the thing. That first week, we were hoping for like 100K market cap. Next thing you know, we're screaming into 1 million on day 5. We were like completely blown away. Even still, I'm telling you, when it comes later, we're all gonna be stoked, we're all gonna be jazzed, we're all gonna be high-fiving in the chat. But it's one of those things, if you've never been through it before, it's not going to make sense to you. Like, you're not going to understand how something can go up in value so fast. You're not going to understand how whatever money you put into DKB is going to turn into whatever it turns into. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be gnarly. And this is the thing. We're in such a lull. I know this is kind of crazy. I repeat myself, and we do the same live streams. You know, we're trying to get new people here through TikTok and through Twitter and through Twitch and YouTube. And you know, right now it's almost like for our community, this is still an accumulation phase for us, right? Charts aside, just sort of as a metaphor here. It's still an accumulation phase for the community because we're still bringing in new members. We're still finding new trusted members that are going to buy in, they're going to hold, they're not going to sell, they're not going to cheat, they're going to join the Telegram, things like that, right? But we're in a lull, okay? We're in a lull here where the only thing really to talk about in the live streams is, like I said, we'll do an open live tomorrow. Everybody comes in, hangs out, talks, do whatever you want to do. We'll talk about the coin, things like that. But for the most part, it is a recruitment mission right now. It's all about bringing new blood to the coin, new trusted blood, still focusing on the secure the supply aspect, because when things start getting crazy, we don't want people coming in here and wrecking the coin with whatever coins are left on the exchange. Just the way it is. But again, you look at the charts and you look at where we are, and you'll realize that this accumulation phase will eventually pay dividends down the road. Just like when you accumulate in like the red markets, when we're accumulating right now, we're buying DKB, we're stocking up, we're loading up on ourselves. Whenever the charts turn green and everything gets crazy, that's your ROI, man. That's your return on investment. All those months that you had to sit there and suffer through red markets will pay off. It's the exact same thing with the community, man. Because whenever we keep piling in members, good people, trusted people, when the candles go green and they're not selling, that's just going to add value to this coin, man. It's just one of those factors, and it's going to be so dope. I cannot wait. So stoked. But yeah, we are in a lull right now. It happens. It happens every 4 years in crypto. You've got doomsday prophets that will. So I'll tell you this. You have doomsday prophets that will tell you that it's all going to zero. We're done. It's over. Crypto market's over, guys. Crypto market cycle's done. Peace. You know. Those people are either stupid or they're also still trying to drive the price down, and they're trying to get you to sell so they can buy your coins at a cheaper price. And that is where, so like Jamie Dimon, okay, JP Morgan, I think he's CEO of. Jamie Dimon was, he goes on live TV, one of the morning shows, and he says, Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, it's all stupid. You turn off a computer and you lose everything. And at first I'm like, that's a really ignorant thing to say. I'm like, I get it. The guy's made his money. I've said this on the live stream. The guy makes his money off of the fiat currency, off of US dollar, right? And I'm like, that's just it's such just an ignorant way to view things. But then I realized that when you look at JP Morgan's holdings, when you look at Jamie Dimon's holdings, when you look at all the little subsidiary companies that they own that are just loading up on cryptocurrency, you realize that this is the beginning of market manipulation. That was only a couple months that he said that, a couple months ago. And now you look at what the markets are doing. We're seeing suppression from institutional investors. We're seeing it from the exchanges themselves. And that's what kicks it off. That's what gets it going. Jamie Dimon's not stupid. He basically just threw out FUD on cryptocurrency to drive the price down. Because this is the thing. You and I, we may be independent thinkers. The drones out there, the NPCs, they're not independent thinkers. When they hear the person that has a lot of money talking about how to make money, okay, follow me here. They're going to follow along, okay? Especially if they've never done their research. If you do your research on the crypto market cycle, if you've been through a few market cycles, you know this happens every time. You know the suppression comes in. You know the bear trap happens. And that is where, looking back now, I'm like, oh, okay, he was kicking the whole thing off. It was he was basically just getting people to sell. And that's what's sad. That's what's sad. I had a buddy of mine. He refused to get into crypto. He's in now. He refused to get into crypto when the rest of us were back in 2020 because Warren Buffett had said it wasn't real. And that's all it took, because my buddy was big into real estate at the time, and Warren Buffett's like an idol, and an icon, and he believed what he said. Hey, you know what? If Warren Buffett doesn't trust it, I'm not going to trust it. And my buddy's not an NPC by any means, but that's the thing. Trusted news source. For him, that's Warren Buffett. When Warren Buffett says it's garbage, he believed him. Granted, again, Berkshire Hathaway. You look at, they're not even Berkshire Hathaway, but you look at some of Warren Buffett's holdings. There are Bitcoin adjacent investments happening on behalf of Warren Buffett. So that's one of those things. Again, it's suppression. It happens. We suffer through it. Actually, the rest of the market suffers through it. DKB, again, the anomaly, guys. DKB has done extremely well, okay, to be up where we are, 3,500% during a completely red market since the day we started. The market has not been in an uptrend once since the day we started. It has been the continuous downward, just manipulated movement, and we're still hanging in there. We're still killing it. That in itself is a selling factor that I don't think a lot of people are picking up on. I think if there was more exposure to DKB, just based on that one metric alone, it would give people pause to say, okay, what's up with this coin? And then they would look deeper into it. I'm not talking about the Jeets. I'm not talking about swing traders. I'm talking about people that legitimately want to make a lot of money in crypto. This is the kind of coin that they would come across and go, well, why isn't it going down? Like everything else is going down. How are they still trading green? And then double whammy here. It's a meme coin. How is a meme coin? Meme coins are pump and dumps. Meme coins are scams and rug pulls. How is a meme coin outperforming every single legitimate crypto on the market? Community, integrity, everything that we set out to do, we've done, and we don't bend any rules, but we bend the expectations. We take what is given and we make gold out of it. And right now, they've given us red candles, and we made gold out of it. Okay, they give us green candles, and we're gonna make diamonds out of it. Period. Just the way it is. I am so stoked to see this market reversal because when it comes, it's gonna shock people. It's gonna shock the folks. So yeah. Anything going on? Anything in the chats are quiet tonight? It's a Sunday. I get it, guys. And nobody wants to go to work tomorrow. You know what? It's going to be great when we can do these live streams until midnight because no one has to go to work tomorrow because we're not working anymore. I'm going to do my live streams from the beach. I'm going to do my live streams from the mountaintops. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be back in Zermatt, Switzerland. Beautiful place. If you've never been, highly recommend. Save up, go. You will not regret it. I don't recommend driving down in the middle of the night, though, through the Swiss Alps because it's absolutely terrifying. Where are we? Jump around here. Get all the OGs in chat tonight. Always count on you guys. Always count on the OGs, man. The OGs always come hanging out. Glock Socks. What's out? New year? I've never seen that name before. Good, welcome. So I just saw some new person. I'm actually going to go check out Twitter and see what's happening over there. Let's close this out. I am on the right ones, right? Yeah, we're good. Not a lot, and that's the thing too with weekends. The weekend live streams, guys. I mean, honestly, we need to start doing the open lives on the weekends because there is never anything happening. Normally, I would have gone live on Saturday and taken Sunday off. The Sabbath. No, I'm just kidding. But no, last night I had a dinner I had to go to and some political stuff. And yeah, life took over. So I'm here tonight. And my wife also. My wife did not come home today. So that's another thing. I'm just geo-batching it right now. So I got plenty. I can be as loud as I want, but I got to handle some stuff on the family front here in a minute whenever I get off. So. I had to drink 4 raw eggs. So here's my thing with this. Okay, so I'm okay with 4 raw eggs. I'm okay with it. I have no problem with it. I'll crack them right in front of you, put them in a glass, chug a mug, okay, all day long. Problem was, I was doing that with my protein shakes, and then someone scared me, and they're like, that's how you get salmonella. And I'm like, what? And so I did some research, and it's almost like a 50-50 chance if you get sick from eating raw eggs. And I'm like, what? Rocky did this. Like, my dad did this. Like, come on. What are you doing? Hold on. Can you eat raw eggs? In protein shakes. There we go. In the protein shake. Let's do that. I hate eggs, by the way. I'm just going to tell you. It's generally not recommended due to the risk of salmonella poisoning. Opting for cooked eggs or pasteurized egg products is safer. Yeah, so I think for the sake of my own health, I'm not going to own that one. Good God. I have no. There's got to be a way to do it. In bodybuilding, adding raw eggs to shakes and smoothies is considered a quick way to get more protein. However, most people who advise against consuming raw eggs for muscle gain warn about the dangers of salmonella. So, yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's much better to consume cooked eggs. Okay, yeah, everything's saying no. Don't do it. I don't know. Again, my old man didn't get salmonella. He died at 76, but he never got salmonella. And that dude was built like a brick. Pops was solid, even at 76. I mean, I wouldn't have fought him. The guy could have beat down anybody. So I'm gonna look at the charts one more time. About another 5 to 10 minutes here. Yeah, so we're still doing good on the charts. I see another $5. Oh wow, yeah, the $5 challenge. Whoever. I'm not. Is that in the Telegram? Damn it! I keep doing that. I forget to open the Telegram, and I open everything up to do my live stream. Oh yeah, someone did looks like someone did a $5 challenge. Yeah, who just posted that? F9? Oh, 589. Yeah, 589. Posting in the Telegram chat. Dude, you were 100% correct. We are here. I love that. I'm actually going to save that. Add stickers. Thank you. I like it. I like it. Okay. Oh, cancel. That's what we need. Okay, I just randomly posted a sticker. Sorry. There, we need to get to all-time highs again, guys. All-time highs. If you guys weren't around for the early days, we hit 1 million market cap. It was amazing. Everyone felt so good. We all felt so nice. So nice at 1 million market cap. You can't. The elation, thinking that we were just going to keep cruising until some dewbag did the bad thing. They did the bad thing. Oh, another warning. Okay, I got to put this warning out here to you guys. So, sorry, bear with me. Here's the thing. If you were going to invite people to DKB, okay, let's invite people to DKB. Yes, sometimes we give people free tokens, okay? Like, and I say we as in the holders. Like, I've bought tokens and I've given some to people. It's like, here's a taste. Watch what happens. And I will tell you this. Verify who you're bringing into the space. Make sure that they know not to sell. And if they absolutely 100% need to sell for whatever God knows reason, we need to once again stress the fact of taking profits over time. Don't do a monster sell-off. Don't be greedy. Don't be an asshole, because you're going to tank the charts and you're going to hurt other people. We don't do that. Okay, don't do that. That's not communal. And we can see the wallets, guys, and that, especially if it's somebody that we gave coins to, like from a contest or something like that. We're gonna see that it was you, and then you're done. Like, we'll call you out in Telegram. Be like, bro, why? We gave you free tokens, you immediately sold them. We've had that happen multiple times. That's why we stopped giving away. If you guys notice, we haven't had a contest in a while. You can thank all the people that decided to sell. But we are, we're at that point where, again, it's bringing in the good people and making sure they understand, though, because, like, again, I get it, man. Sometimes there's way more month than there is paycheck, but don't touch the coins. And if you absolutely have to touch the coins for an emergency situation, it is much better to take $50 over the course of 8 hours, $50 every 8 hours than it is to take $400 out at one time. Okay? Or if you got to take out $500, take out $50 over the course of 10 hours. Whatever you got to do, don't take it all at once and bomb our charts, because that's what's going to happen. It happened before. It's happened a few times. But the people are always nice. They're like, sorry, I had to sell because X, Y, Z. I get you, man. Life happens. But I can't stress enough, especially if it's somebody that's been in this chat, that's been in this, they've been in the lives, and they know exactly how we're supposed to do things. Coming in and continuously selling for large dollar amounts, it's kind of a D-bag thing to do. You're screwing over the community. And I will legitimately wish nothing but bad things upon you. Boils and blight. That is what you get. Those are the prayers I will make, that you get boils and blight if you bomb my charts. Yeah. Because you've got a whole community of people here. What, 700 and something holders, or 800 holders. 799 holders currently. that are depending on the other 798 to do the right thing. Good job, guys. We're up 8,000 just during this live stream. 8,000. We're up to a 311 market cap. 311. We do. No. So Kenny says in the TikTok chat that we need to call them out in front of everybody. We do. So we've called them out on. We normally do it right there in the Telegram. Like, bro, why did you sell? We had someone that we gave coins to literally within. I mean, it was like within minutes. They sold everything we gave them, and you can go back and look. Again, there's always a reason to sell. I get that. Okay, maybe it's not greed. Maybe it's an excuse. Okay, but at the end of the day, what? Hold on. Okay, so check this out. Otas said that he got scammed today by a guy pretending to be me. I have made multiple TikTok videos. I have addressed this in the live streams, guys. Check the spelling of the name. Okay, there are no numbers. There are no numbers in my name. There's a Rod Thompson 17 out there trying to get everybody to click on his IG link that leads to a Telegram link. I've chased it down. I looked into it. I'm like, okay, who are you? Because he commented on my video as me. It was the weirdest thing ever. So this is the thing. Again, the devs are never going to send you messages unless you expect that it's coming. And we're definitely, if we send you a message, you're going to know it's us, first and foremost. We're not just going to send you a random link. The only link I can imagine us ever sending to anyone is darkknightbaron.com. That's it, okay? Unless you say, hey guys, where do you get your stock footage for your live streams? And then what I'll do is I'll jump into a private message and I'll let you know. Okay, cool, yeah, this is where I go and I'll send you the link. You're never once, never, ever, ever, ever once going to hear from us on TikTok, on Twitter, on Telegram. We are never going to message you just to click on a link. It happens. We got scammed. The devs got scammed. The devs did get scammed by someone pretending to be another dev, talking to another dev. Devs got scammed. Happens. But that was a good scammer. They built a rapport. I know this guy. There's a couple different people on TikTok. One of them, look at my follower account, guys. I have like 2,000, 3,000 followers on TikTok. This dude has like 200,000 followers. He does this by continuously impersonating people who have a decent following, and then he just grows followers from their followership, and it sucks because they end up taking your credibility or tarnishing your credibility until you can prove that it wasn't you. But yeah, there are a couple different ones out there. There's Rod Thompson 17. There's one, it's Rod Thompson with an N instead of a P. So you've got to always verify the name, verify the way it's spelled. Again, if they're sending you links right there, done. Log out, done. Don't talk to them. Not worth your time. No one wants to get scammed, okay? And that's the problem, is that people will continuously try to scam you. We maintain no responsibility for that. You got to be careful, guys. If you're new to crypto, again, you give someone access to your wallet, you click on the wrong link, you link your wallet to the wrong website, you're done. They're liquidating. You're out. Okay, I don't care if you got $5, $5,000. Yeah, it sucks, dude. No, I'm not trying to call you out. I'm just saying, like, you guys have to be continuously on the lookout for these things, because it's going to happen. It's going to happen more than you realize. Even if I've been in crypto over 5 years, and I still get the emails, or I still get like a random token will pop up into my wallet that I know I didn't buy, and it's like, oh, okay. There's no immunity from it, and it's going to keep happening. And the more money you have, the more money you have for them to take. So always be careful. Always double check your sources. Anytime I attach my wallet to any website, okay, like especially when I'm dealing with like the Ethereum or Pulse chain side of the house, like I have to attach my wallet to multiple websites for the exchanges, things like that. And when you do, it's only to call me like 10x. But that's the thing, is whenever you do, when you link into those sites, like there are certain sites they're made to look exactly like the original site, and you get screwed and you're done, and that sucks. We had somebody on here. There is a what's the name of that NFT? There's a random NFT popping up in people's Solana wallets, right? Okay, and the second you click on it, interact, sign, agree the contract, you just gave them access to your wallet. They're taking everything. So that is again, you got to be on the lookout. You got to be safe. Got to be safe out there. I'm glad this was brought up. It's been a while since we talked about wallet safety and how to cover your own A. All right, guys. So I'm gonna punch out here in about 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 4 minutes, something like that. What is there anything else you guys want me to go over? Any ideas? Any thoughts? Any questions? Gripes, complaints? I don't take those actually. All gripes and complaints can be sent to James in the in the Telegram chat. Yeah, and again, guys, we're cruising, we're killing. We'll go. Let's look at the charts one last time. A $60 challenge. Iggy has initiated Iggy, hold your $60. Hold the $60. Okay, I know that sounds horrible. Okay, wait till we fight red candles. Okay, because a $60 challenge against a red candle would be great. Right now, I'm afraid it would cause a red candle. I think if we do a $60 challenge right now, you're going to see a lot of cool green candles popping up, and then you're going to see some people selling out. So I would wait until we see the sells and then fight back against those with a $60 challenge. That's what I would do. But it's up to you. Hey, if you guys got more $60 just laying around, you just want to keep doing $60 challenges, go for it. I'm all for it. We are again though, guys, in the red market right now. We're in defense mode. We're in offensive defense mode where we want to print green candles, and we will definitely scream back up north. But at the same time, we got to be cognizant of what's coming, and we want to make sure that we protect what we own. Again, power of the community is the fact that we've been able to buy back in when we see these gigantic red candles dropping. So from a tactical standpoint, that would be great. Although there's a part of me that says, yeah, buddy, let's do this thing. Let's do this thing, and let's see how high we can get it tonight after the live's over. But anyway, no, as always, guys, I hope you. It's weird how all the major sales here are coming at late at night and early morning. Well, most of that comes from the overseas markets, and though we have no control over those guys. Those guys are not really in the community. Those guys are not really in these live streams. They are in Asia. They are in Europe. They are bots possibly. And so we'll keep seeing that until we eventually price them out. There was one. I'm telling you that one sell off. I'm telling you was a bot because he sold for what 1,300 or some random number, and it was almost like it was set to a percentage of the overall wallet, and then or the overall price, and then it just dropped. But we did. That's the one we ate the red candle, and it never went any lower, and that wallet never bought back in. It did like 6 or 7 transactions, and it never bought in again after we priced it out because I think it was set to sell here and buy back in at another percentage level, and then we never got down there, so it never bought back in. But those happen. It happens every night. And so the thing is, during the day when we do live streams, things like that, we got to fight back against those. We got to fight back against those red coins. So anyway, all right, cool. Well, I'm gonna call it a night. I got to get on the phone with my wife and talk about some jams. And just because it's late for her, she's an early bird. I'm a night owl, so I got to talk to her before she goes to bed because she's not in my state right now. She's in another state, and I got to holler at my wife because I love her. And yeah, she's texting me about some stuff. So, but if you guys don't have any other questions for the night, it's always been a blast. Always a blast hanging out with you guys. You love to do it, love to hear it. And as always, guys, Jesus saves, God is good, and go out and do something good for somebody else because it'll make you feel good. All right, you guys have a good night. Boop, 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 boop.